Welcome back. Now, Trey, from Maryland to Delaware we go. State tournament play in the DIAA opened earlier this week. And we're going to start with the ladies. So formerly unbeaten Woodbridge looking for a little redemption after falling in that Henlopen Championship game. So fourth-seeded Woodbridge looking to bounce back, of course, from that Henlopen Championship loss against 13-seeded Sussex Central. And the Bridge opens the game on a 10-2 run and continued to put on a lot of pressure. The sophomore Shakaya Johnson takes it to the hoop, finishes with the easy bucket down low. Then Johnson in transition, staying in bounds. Check this out, showing, some Showtime flashy pass to Janira Scott, fellow sophomore. Johnson had 16 points in the second quarter.
Yeah, Central would have a tough time. Brianna Stratton able to knock that down in the corner, but there is Johnson again down low. Strong just bulldozing through the defense, making it look easy. Blue Raiders headed to round 3 with a 68-49 victory.
So Trey, Woodbridge bouncing back. It's what you expected, right?
Yeah, yes.
They're a team that got handled by Cape Henlopen in the Henlopen Championship game, and now they bounce back. You need confidence, we mentioned it before, with Washington to advance, and it seems like this is a convincing win for them to move forward. Yeah,
and we talked about it. Cape Henlopen looked like they were the unbeaten team against Woodbridge in that championship game. The girls just came out looking shell-shocked. But the good thing about the DIAA tournament is you get an opportunity to prove yourself, and you get the seeding before the actual Henlopen championship game. That was good for Woodbridge in their confidence because they rolled into the 13 seed instead of a number 9 seed or something like that. So I still think these ladies have it in them. We know they still have 3 of the best sophomores in the state.
They're extremely talented and athletic on that floor. Speaking to Coach Woods after that Henlopen championship game, he said, "We thought we were going to run the table in this game. You watch enough film on a team, you're able to pick apart those weaknesses." That's what they did.
So what do you think is, you're a guy that's seen Woodbridge a lot. What do you think is one of their weaknesses?
Right now, it's being able to handle the full court press because they're not able to break it. And then you have a larger school and a very athletic team like Cape Henlopen, and they completely took advantage of it. You go in the halftime break, down by about 7-8 points, and you can't rebound. They just continue to pressure. Now I think that they've seen it. They're going to be able to bounce back. You get a good win right here, double digits. Now you got to take that confidence and keep rolling into the second round, even though they're young and inexperienced.
Yeah, well, Woodbridge gets Caravel, who has some very good guard play, so you never know what's going to happen. All right, for more DIAA scores, we're going to toss it back to the wall to Jonah.
We'll stick with round 2 DIAA girls action, in the team that took home the Henlopen Championship. Cape Henlopen, the 8th seed, hosting 9 seed St. George's. Former Delmarva Sports Insider Player of the Week, Dania Cannon, knocks down the corner 3. Now, while you're watching this highlight, there's going to be a common theme here. 50-50 ball won by the Vikings. Cross-court pass finds the freshman, Micaiah Applewhite. Corner 3 of her own. The Vikings go up double digits. And then in transition, Nyasia Mosley. What do you think happens here? She gets to the corner for a 3 to put Cape up 20 early. St. George's, Ariel Washington. She'd get a 3 of her own from the top of the key, this time plus 1 more. The foul, free throw is good. But Cape too much early on in the first half. Abby Hearn, she's going to beat the buzzer with, you guessed it, a 3. Vikings up 30-11 at halftime, and in the second half, they keep the onslaught going. Another former Delmarva Sports Insider Player of the Week, Morgan Mahoney, a corner 3. You get the idea. 55-17. They never trail. They get 1 seed St. E's next. On to the boys. Dover hosting Christiana in the second round, and they came out swinging. Jaheim Spencer cleaning up the mess off the boards, and then it's Spencer getting it done on the defensive end. Big swat denying the Vikings layup, and then on the next possession, Elijah Allen, one of his few misses on the night. Spencer with the tip jam. But the night, as we just said, would belong to Allen. This week's Delmarva Sports Insider Player of the Week, 30 points, another big one for the junior in the postseason. He gets it done in traffic as well. Tough lay-in underneath, absorbs the contact. The Senators take care of business at home. They top Christiana 79-50. They're in the quarterfinals on Saturday against St. Mark's. Now, so Caesar Rodney around the corner hosting Tower Hill in a second round matchup. Hiller's down by 7 in the fourth. James Allen, he hits the triple from the corner. Then it's Allen cutting the lead to 3 with a pull-up from the top of the key. The Riders would settle down and settle in. Zaquan Eaton answers with a 3 of his own. And Shaft Clark muscling his way down low for a tough bucket. underneath. Pump fake up and in. And finishing things off, Eaton again with the pull-up. CR holds off a late rally from the Hillers, 57-48. So for a preview of DIAA quarterfinal action for the boys tomorrow, Trey, Jeff.
All right, so CR with the win last night. Tomorrow they get a big-time test in the quarterfinal round. The Riders being up against Nashawn Busy Bones Highland. Anybody ever heard of him in the studio? I'm sure you have. The Hawks have won 7 straight games. They have CR 2 losses in their last 5 games. So I think the Riders will be tested in this game.
All right, so a little strange. We were talking about this. So CR's playing at Dover. Dover's playing at Polytech.
Yeah,
They're all basically around the corner from each other.
Yeah,
so Dover takes
seriously.
a short trip. They're going to take on St. Mark's. Now, I think, of course, that, Dover's going to win that game. That St. George Caesar Rodney game, though, is going to be a good one.
Yeah, now we know St. Mark's came off an upset victory. That's why you see a 10 seed up against a 2 in Dover. I don't think Dover will have any problem with that St. Mark's team. But I tell you what, CR better come in ready to play defense when Busy Bones comes to town. So, it's going to be a very good game tomorrow at Dover High School. And, of course, we got 2 Henlopen boys teams left in CR and Dover, and we got 2 Henlopen girls teams left. That's what's left in the DIAA tournament. What are our chances of coming away with the championship here?
I think we're going to come away with the championship. I think Dover has the best backcourt
in
Delaware. We're going to see them at the Bob Carpenter Center in about a week or so. And then I also think Woodbridge, listen, they get past Caravel. I think they are going to make it into that state championship game. Say it here. I said it a little treadfully.
Here first.
But
here
just
first.
saying.
You know what? Cape got a really bad draw by getting the 8th seed because they have St. Elizabeth's, who we saw a couple Saturdays ago, kind of take Cape apart. But we'll have to see what that team is able to do against a really good team again the second time around and what adjustments they make.
That's right, and we got a lot more coming up. Top plays of the week, players of the week, but we have to take a short news break. We're going to have a look at some of the stories making headlines all across Delmarva when DSI returns.
Hi, I'm Micaiah Applewhite. I'm from Cape and Lopin High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.